Hey guys, welcome to a brand new episode of the Canadian Nerd Talks. We have a great show today. We will be talking about Supergirl, DC's Legends of Tomorrow, and the very tragic news that Harry Shearer is leaving The Simpsons. Let's do it. All right, guys, let's get to it. As usual, we have an awesome panel of super geeky, cool people, and introduce yourselves, guys.
Hey, I'm Myles. I deal with the audio for the Canadian Nerd. It's great to be here.
I'm Ashley. I am a new media specialist and maker.
I'm Raymond. I'm one of the hosts for a podcast called Want Anything from the Shop.
And I'm Michael, all-around comic book enthusiast and movie enthusiast and fan of the show.
Awesome. I'm Stefan Hicks-Rubel, and yeah, let's get to it. All right, first up, Supergirl. Trailer came out recently. It's an upcoming series. Let's check out the trailer before we jump into it. All right, that was different.
Also very long.
Yeah.
Extremely long. 6
It's pretty
minutes
much
long.
the entire pilot.
Yeah, I felt like I just watched the whole show. I don't know. What do you guys think of this?
I felt there was too much comedy in it. It didn't really feel like an action series.
Yeah, but maybe that's what the show's going to be like. Maybe it's going to be like a comedy / action.
Well, all the other DC live action shows have had comedy incorporated into the plots, but I mean, this felt too much. It felt too comical in my opinion.
Well, do you know what? Like, I remember when I first watched it, I was kind of uneasy about it, but now seeing it, I can see how they're kind of blending in different genres of movies. It kind of has like a Devil Wears Prada kind of feel at some points, and then they jump in with the action at other points. And then you have like Ally McBeal there as Cat Grant, and so it's really cool for a more casual audience than I'd feel like shows like Arrow and Flash, which looks like it could be a good thing for something that's on CBS.
But it's like equally campy. Like
Exactly.
both are equally campy.
Yeah.
Like Arrow is campy, and this one is campy. In the seriousness of Arrow, there's campiness. In the humorous nature of this one, there's campiness.
Yeah.
Yeah, I could be wrong, but weren't like the early trailers for The Flash and Arrow kind of like in the same vein of
They
what
were,
we
yeah.
see?
I would
And
say
yeah,
so.
they became more serious, and people really stuck with the show so far. So I don't know. When I watched the trailer, at face value, it doesn't look like something I want to watch, but I really want to watch and love the show. Like, you know, if you're tuning into The Flash or something.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I really hope it does succeed because this is the first major Supergirl TV series at all.
Yeah, that's a good
That-
point.
that's
Live action female.
Yeah.
Yeah, because we don't have any. I mean, they had Agent Carter,
Yeah.
which, but that wasn't even really so much of a superhero thing like this is.
And then many years ago, there's Birds of Prey, which sucks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's good. It definitely from like a progressive standpoint, from like a feminist point of view, like I think it's great that we're getting this. I just wish the show wasn't as campy, maybe. I don't know. Ashley, as the only woman here today, how do you feel about all that?
So at first I didn't like the elements. To me, the parts that stood out were really like I had strong feelings about her job and whether or not she needed to work in such a stereotypical environment that we see in dozens and dozens of rom-com films. But then as I sort of like analyzed it a little more, the undertone of what she's speaking about when she talks about her job is that she feels like she's in a rut. She doesn't feel like she is built for this sort of purpose, that she's meant for more than just like getting coffee at I assume it's like an ad agency or a fashion agency, I don't know, which is different than Devil Wears Prada, because in that environment, the main actress idolized that whole network and sort of idolized like the people that she worked for, although she was intimidated and frustrated in that scenario. This girl is like, I'm meant for more. I'm more important than this, which is breaking that sort of like gender that we see, that gender stereotype that we see in so many rom-com films. She's like, no, I'm supposed to be more important than this like benign role that I have in what seems like a very important job agency or like job environment.
That's actually a really good point. I didn't really see it like that.
Yeah, no, that's very true.
It's kind of they're kind of framing it as like this stereotypical kind of cliche thing. But, then
But she's breaking through it.
yeah, she's better than it. And
Yeah,
that's the
which
point.
is totally different than you ever see.
Yeah.
And I think that hopefully that leads to more strong depictions of women in their jobs. Like I feel like this is maybe like a medium or a middle ground between like the stupid rom-coms that we see and like strong female archetypes that are strong from the beginning, you know? So like maybe this is like the transitional video and maybe the transitional series, and maybe in a future series where women are depicted as the main character and the main hero, maybe we don't need to see that archetypal or stereotypical version of what we see in films.
And maybe that was the point. Maybe that was it, to kind of put it into that almost Devil Wears Prada atmosphere, but then to flip it
Yeah.
and
Exactly.
put a twist on it.
That's- you
And
know what, you guys
that
have
twist,
blown my mind.
that twist
Yeah.
exists in more than just her job. Like when she comes out in her uniform, in her costume, and she has the S on it, and they're like, "Oh, that's a Superman sign." It's not Superman sign. It's our family emblem. Like it takes it again, the power out of the male role, which is what we always see, and brings it back into the hands of her because she's like, "No, it's part of my family crest. This doesn't belong to Superman. I'm not trying to be. I'm not trying to idolize the male version of what I am. This is like our family crest." You know, so it's taking a lot of the stereotypes in which like women aspire to be strong male archetypes if they're going to be heroes. It takes those and it like completely shatters them and lets her be her own person as well.
Fingers crossed. Those are all the things
Yeah.
that are going
And
for.
also they're breaking other stereotypes from other characters in the show, like Jimmy Olsen. Like in the past, he's been depicted as this
James Olsen now.
Like James
Yeah.
Olsen, yeah. In the past, he's been depicted as this nerdy photographer, but now he's this well-established,
Yeah.
strong, confident individual
Yes.
who's actually able to guide Supergirl.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, it seems like a love interest for her in this.
Yeah.
And
At
a person
least-
of minority as well.
Yeah.
As a love interest.
Also really
yeah,
big.
which
man.
is
Yeah.
which is a big progression.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And he's a big character within the mythos of Superman,
Yeah.
being
Right.
James Olsen.
Yeah, so that's important too.
As always, we headed over to the Silver Snail comic store to see what shoppers had to say about the trailer.
I am super excited for it. Like the fact that I forget who it was, but somebody was like, "Oh, shouldn't you be Superwoman, not girl?" And she's like, "What? Problem with that?" No, I'm so excited.
I think it's good that there is like a good like female role model in these superhero movies. I think we definitely need more positive female role models.
I find it hard to get my wife interested in watching superhero shows with me, so that could be something that appeals to her. The fact that there's a female lead, a strong female lead who's also funny, and you've got that whole romantic aspect to it, so it might be easier to get her to watch it with me.
So the people we spoke to today seemed pretty excited for it, which I was kind of surprised to see because like online I was reading a lot of people kind of seemed a bit more critical of the show.
I think a lot of people can see the potential that's within the show. Now I kind of see the potential a little bit more. Being such a comic book fan, we kind of automatically go to the fanboyism and kind of hate on things
Yeah,
first off.
yeah.
But after you watch a little bit, you can kind of see all the little things, all the little details that they put within it.
So let's move on to another DC television show, and that is Legends of Tomorrow. Let's check out the trailer. All right, guys. Thoughts on Legends of Tomorrow?
I am very happy about that trailer.
Yeah?
Yeah, there's a lot of cool elements to that, from the introduction of now Hawkgirl within this TV universe, who's a pretty, are we allowed to swear, like a pretty BA?
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
for sure.
Yeah, you know,
She's a
pretty-
badass.
Yeah, a pretty BA character. You have now the introduction of White Canary, who is a pretty small character within the comics, but it looks like now they're really going to build it up since Sarah Lance, who we can see from Arrow, is now in this, even though she was dead before. So
you're a big comic book guy,
huge comic.
and so you're excited for that.
I am excited for that. Yeah.
What'd you guys think?
I definitely liked the trailer. It had a cinematic feel to it. They put a lot of effort and work into it. One thing I was interested in wondering was why they brought in that time traveler. Like there were other superheroes that could have
Okay.
done that,
There
like
were.
Booster Gold or the Legion of Superheroes, like Cosmic Boy. I was just wondering why they brought someone who, like, a lot of people seem to think he's a parody of the that guy from Doctor Who.
Yeah,
Doctor Who?
pretty much
Doctor
Doctor Who. And maybe that could be. Maybe it's got, they want to try to bring in that kind of demographic as well. Yeah.
Hopefully they can handle managing all those characters and giving them enough like plot development and character development and build up, because that's like the danger of these shows, is that everyone gets like a mediocre amount of like significance in their growth and progress through the show.
Yeah.
But like hopefully they are able to give each one like meaningful airtime and not just like, you know, filler.
That's the issue with like ensemble shows, is you have so much going on that sometimes it's
and it's dangerous because you have all these fans who are like either dedicated to like a combo pack of the characters or dedicated to like one, or like really passionate about seeing the development of like the Atom or whatever, and then everyone sort of just flatlines throughout the series and nobody's happy, you know. So it's like it's a dangerous world.
Roy Harper in season 3 of Arrow, but yeah, I absolutely agree with you.
So it's going to be interesting to see how they fit so many people into the small packages of episodes that they have.
You can check it out, Raymond?
For sure. Like, first I need to catch up on Arrow and The Flash, of course, since everyone's working on these same shows. And yeah, it looks way more fun than Supergirl for me. And yeah, I've totally checked this out. It looks like it's full of fun. It's so fun. I'm so excited.
It's pretty much like a TV version of, like, you could say, like the Avengers.
Yeah.
You know, so yeah, it should be interesting. Yeah.
We just need Batman and Superman.
Yeah, that's it. Because like in the Avengers, you still have the lead superheroes, but in this one, you have like, well, Green Arrow, he's more established, and there's the Flash. But I mean, like, you don't have the other main heroes. So.
It's the B team.
Let's check in with our friends at Silver Snail.
The only thing I'm worried about is that we have so many superhero shows now, and me personally being a fan, I like it, but I'm just worried that, you know, it might be getting a little bit oversaturated. I've got so many shows to watch now with Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. and Gotham and Supergirl. I just don't know if I have enough time. And then Daredevil's really good on Netflix. And then you've got, you know, the whole Phase 3 Marvel thing coming out. It's just, I love it personally, but I'm just worried that the general public might be, you know, I don't know if it's fed up, but like, there's just so much content out there right now.
I'm excited just because they brought back Black Canary, now I guess White Canary, and I'm assuming they used the pits to bring her back, because how else would you bring back someone that's dead and buried?
Wait, White Canary?
Yeah.
That's an interesting choice.
Yeah, well, it's Sarah Lance.
I know, but I'm just kind of like...
And I'm glad that Ray Palmer actually gets room to grow, because I was kind of worried about using the Atom in Arrow, like you wouldn't have too much room to grow as a hero himself, but now I see what their grand vision was, so that's pretty great.
I'm definitely see what that guy's saying about there being too many shows.
Yeah.
Like I don't have the time to watch Arrow, Flash, this one, Supergirl.
Yeah.
So I wonder if they're gonna still work individually. I don't know.
The hero fatigue is strong.
Yeah. All right. Our final subject of today is The Simpsons. It was announced recently that the show has been renewed for 2 more seasons, so we'll see what happens after that. But Harry Shearer, one of the voice actors who's been there from the beginning, is not returning. Myles, I know you're really passionate Simpsons fan. We can tell by your shirt. How are you feeling about this?
Awesome.
I was devastated to learn that he was leaving, because he's one of the major voice actors. He hasn't done just 1 or 2 characters. He's done a whole array of them.
Yeah.
It's like he's done like half of Springfield.
Ned Flanders, Mr. Burns, Smithers, Principal Skinner, Reverend Lovejoy.
Even like cashiers, like just random.
Yeah.
Like the most random clerk. Yeah.
My favorite one he does is Otto.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, that's my favorite guy.
Otto.
That was perfect. You should be hired onto that show.
No, I shouldn't, because I don't like that idea. I don't like.
Well, they're planning to continue The Simpsons without him, so like, they're gonna need new talent.
And it's just like, ideally, I'd want him to stay on, and I'd want them to make Simpsons just forever, even though I don't watch it anymore, and even though it's not as good as it used to be. I don't want to live in a world where The Simpsons doesn't exist.
I think it's a huge sign that Harry is leaving The Simpsons, because like I think he's very tired with the show already, as with like a lot of people who watch it right now, because it's not that good right now, guys.
Yeah.
And
you watch it?
Yeah, I like once every blue moon I sit down to a new Simpsons episode and tweet about it. But
follow Raymond on Twitter.
Oh yes, follow me on Twitter.
What's your Twitter?
It's Raymond Thang won.
There you go.
I'm awesome on there. Follow me there. But Harry, he said he wanted to pursue other things in his career besides The Simpsons. He doesn't want to be just known for the guy who does like a quarter of the cast.
Isn't it like a bit late for that?
Yeah. He's 70.
Like, might be a bit late. Like,
I think he is known for more than just The Simpsons because he's done legendary movies like This Is Spinal Tap.
Yeah.
You know, so yeah, he's out there. He is a star. Like he doesn't need to do
Why
it.
wouldn't you want to be known for being one of the best voice actors on The Simpsons in the first place? It's
Yeah.
The Simpsons, man. It's an
Well, the same
institution.
reason that probably the guy who played Obi-Wan, Alec Willows. What's his name from?
Genius or
Yes.
Yeah,
Guinness.
Alec from who played Obi-Wan didn't want to be known as just being Obi-Wan.
Yeah. I don't know. I'm conflicted. I really am because I don't want The Simpsons to ever end, like I said, but I also don't want it to become any worse than.
But aren't you tired of it though, right now?
But I don't even watch it now.
Exactly.
I just like knowing that The Simpsons is alive
That's
and that.
ridiculous.
Well, they originally attempted for a series finale in that Christmas special, 30 Years in the Future, where Bart got married and had a divorce.
Yeah, I saw that. It was great.
From a few years ago?
Yeah, from like
totally,
2000.
totally overrated episode, by the way.
Oh, okay.
It's
Whatever.
just throwing it out there. I don't know. I just want Simpsons to be on forever, and I like having the possibility that maybe someday I'll be part of The Simpsons.
It still pulls in ratings, maybe not as big as it used to in previous
Yeah.
years, but people still tune in and watch. So there's still an audience for it. Kind of throwing a little wrestling thing here. Like my favorite wrestler, Chris Jericho, says whenever there's like a wrestler that leaves the company, is the machine goes on. You know, not one person is an entire entity of a show. So The Simpsons is going to continue. It's going to continue pulling in numbers. There's wonderful voice talent all over the place that they can get to either mimic those characters or put a new spin on them. So,
But whenever a Simpsons cast member leaves or leaves either the show or our world, God rest their soul, usually the characters are never seen on the series again, like Phil Hartman, Marisa Wallace. Like we've never seen their characters on the show again. Like we've seen, like they reappear in comics, but they're for the most part they are considered dead.
but they've confirmed that they're not going to kill off Ned or Mr. Burns. So.
Yeah.
I don't expect them to, because then they have to kill half the
that
town.
would be terrible.
Yeah.
That I would die.
But like, one of the things that
From the guy who doesn't watch it all the time.
but one of the things that did make Simpsons iconic is that it had the same talent ever since the beginning, and once it leaves,
Such a long series.
You're not a fan, right, Ashley?
No, I never watched it.
How does that happen?
Oh my god.
Well, when I was like a kid, my parents thought it was like too rude for me to watch. So
Same. That's why I loved it.
So like,
I never really got.
Right.
I never really got.
So
the
like,
joke.
I never. I like was a pretty good kid, so I like listened to them. But anyways, I never got into it, so it doesn't really. Nothing about this is really like painful emotionally to me. But I just feel like it's like been going on for so long. This guy is 70. Let him do something different. Like,
I guess
let him have
that's-
some variety in his
I
life.
guess that's like the fair way of looking at it.
You don't even watch it. You just want to live in a world where it exists.
Yeah,
It's
that's
pretty
true.
ridiculous.
Just be there
I don't
on the
know,
side.
man.
This
It's the
poor 7-year-old's like,
Simpsons.
let me go.
It's
Well,
my
this is-
life. I wouldn't be who
Okay,
I am
if we
without
look,
the Simpsons. and
if
its
we look at
characters.
it objectively, it is very. I'm still grieving over this, but it's good that we're all talking about it and just grieving together, except for Ashley.
I'm
but
not
like,
grieving.
What are the stages? We've been through denial. We've been through. Now we're in anger.
I'm at acceptance already. Like,
You're at acceptance.
I'm grieving, but I'm at acceptance.
I progress really quickly.
Yes.
Let's check in what people at Silver Snail had to say.
So, Mr. Burns is my favorite character. Flanders is also right up there. It's gonna be tough. I can't picture watching The Simpsons without Mr. Burns. He's just such an essential part of the show. And I don't know, it's been 25, 30 years now. I really haven't followed the last couple of seasons, and who knows, it might be time to just put it down.
Apparently they're recasting all the voices, which it's been like what? I'm 27, so the show's been on for 26 years. Like, after 26 years, you can't just recast a voice of household names. Like,
That was still like the one time, like in Soul Calibur, like they recast the character, and like I'm really pulling out of my nerd vat for this. Her name is Tira, or I might be saying her name wrong, but she had the giant hoop of death pretty much. And from 3 to 4, they recast her voice, and it was like favorite character to not. Just don't do that.
They're better off killing them off than recasting them, to be quite honest.
So like,
Just have the plague hit Springfield and you're good to go.
so 45% of the cast of Simpsons is just gonna die horribly. That's a great idea.
Yeah, that's the issue. Like, you can't kill them off, but you also can't recast them. It's just there's
What are
no.
you talking about? You can totally recast them.
No, but
It's not the
like,
same.
It's not the same, but you.
Like whenever like one of my favorite shows, like they recast, like it really hurts.
Yeah. The only thing, the right thing for Harry Shearer to do is to come back.
No,
You
the right
should-
thing to do is for them to end the
Forget
show.
about his career and his legacy.
He should
and his
come
old
back
age.
on the
He
show
should.
and appear as Harry Shearer as the character. That would blow my mind. Even though I would not watch it.
I like.
Okay, well then that's the problem then if you're not gonna watch it.
Because like you don't watch it, that guy doesn't watch it. Who's watching this?
I don't know
Harry
who's
Shearer's
watching
like
it, but
just
it-
wants to be happy and
Why
is
do-
watching his content.
I know.
Why
but-
do we
Ready to
want
go.
the show to continue?
Because
I
it's
don't
The
think-
Simpsons.
That's not a reason.
I need to die before The Simpsons dies. It's
That
just like
is
it's
insane.
The,
This
it's-
man is
yeah.
70. Are you dying like in the next 20 years or what?
If I have to,
That's a true Canadian
You
nerd
have to
comment
really-
right there.
Also, the show's gone on long enough to the point where they've like stuff in the new seasons are completely conflicting stuff that's happening in the old.
yeah,
seasons.
that's an issue.
Yeah,
I mean,
so like,
it's just a messy situation all around.
Is it?
and yet you want to keep
really is,
and yet you want to keep this mess alive.
You don't understand.
I don't.
You guys are with me, right? You guys.
Sure. I
I'm
like
Myles.
with you.
I'm sorry, but I feel they should have quit a long time ago.
Yeah, says
The
the, guy
dark
who's
horse.
wearing the Simpsons shirt.
I just feel that right now, like there's some. I mean, like I get that they love The Simpsons, but I mean, like what we loved about it, it's no longer on the new episodes.
I know, but we can fix that.
Like we
When,
can.
when I become a Simpsons writer and you become a Simpsons voice actor, and we
That's recasting and
No,
rewriter, like
we
new
get a new-
writers.
new writers are
He
fine,
hates.
and Myles gets a new character. They make a character just for him.
Well, I think there's a wider audience besides just like us, nostalgia house.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, like it's not affecting the newer audience.
Like I think
Exactly, it's
kids
not
probably still
affecting
watch
the
it. Like I remember when I
Sure,
was like
yeah.
11 or 12, I watched new Simpsons episodes because
Yeah.
I didn't realize they were bad at that point.
And it still comes on around prime time, right?
Yeah,
So it gives
yeah.
kids an excuse to stay up a little later.
Yeah.
But like, yeah, there's an audience for it still
Yeah.
besides just us old people. We used to watch it when we were however old. Or
Yeah.
Yeah, I
sneak
feel
it.
really bad for Stefan because he's gonna die in the next 20 years.
Like
Oh,
your
you're
life
gonna
is
die
dead.
too. You said.
Oh, you're gonna. Okay, you're
You
gonna
said
kill.
you're gonna kill. Oh, if they kill the Simpsons.
If they
characters,
kill
yeah.
Simpsons, I'm gonna die.
So either way, you're dying or I'm dying.
Yeah.
And this has been Canadian Nerd Talks.
Dark road.
All right. Big thanks to our panel, Myles, Ashley, Raymond, and Mike. Really cool story about Mike. He's just a fan who reached out to us, and we were like, you know what, Mike, you're on the show this week. So if you are a fan of the show and you want to sit in one of these nice red chairs and talk about geeky stuff, let us know. Hit us up on Facebook or on Twitter at The Canadian Nerd, THA, because we're awesome. And let's make it happen because we love to hear from you guys. Tell us what you think of Supergirl, Legends of Tomorrow, and The Simpsons, because we want to hear it. And until next time, see you later.
Bye.
Please like us.